in this problem, we're going to try to use logic to find the sum of these two angles, A plus B. In fact, we're going to use find A plus B. So we are given that A and B are real numbers, with both A and B are between 0 and pi over 2. Okay, so if we want to just graph the unit circle here, let's assume that A is less than B. They are in this region, okay, the first quadrant. Okay, so let's assume this is B. Okay, so we are given that the cosine of A is equal to the cosine of the sine of A is equal to the sine cosine of B is 1/3. We want to find A plus B. Okay, so a good way to start is we try to compute the sine of A plus B, or the cosine of A plus B, and from there we can get the result that we need. Okay, you can stop here and try it yourself if you want to. Okay, but before we do anything, let's compute the cosine of A. Cosine of A is the square root of 1 minus sine squared of A. Why we have only the plus sign? Because the cosine here is between 0 and pi over 2. Okay, it's always positive. That's why we don't have the minus sign. Okay, so using that, we can get 1 minus sine of A is 1/3. That means 1 minus 9, which is gonna give us 8/9, which is, we can write 2 square root of 2/3. Okay, the same thing for the so we have the cosine, so we need the sine of B. The sine of B is 1 minus sine squared minus cosine squared of B, which the same logic, it's gonna give us 2 square root of 2/3. So now, since we have these two quantities, we can compute the cosine of A plus B. So the cosine of A plus B is cosine A times cosine B minus sine A sine B. Now we're going to use our result. So the cosine of A is 1/3. It's 2 square root of 2/3, and the cosine of B is 1/3 minus sine of A is 1/3 times the sine of B is 2 square root of 2/3. So here we see that we have 2 square root of 2 minus 2 square root of 2/3, which is 0. Okay, so we get that the cosine of A plus B is 0. Okay, now let's go back, okay, and use some logic. Okay, so we have A, we are given this condition here, two conditions. So we have A is between 0 and pi over 2. Okay, so we have A between 0 and pi over 2, and B is between 0 and pi over 2. Now adding this, so we get A plus B is between 0 and pi. And let me write this one here, and let's do the unit circle one more time here. When can the cosine equal 0? When the angle, let's call this A plus BX. If I'm in here, so I'm in here, 0 pi, when can the cosine of x equal 0? Okay, when I'm here at 0, it's 1. When I'm here at pi over 2 is 0. When I'm here is minus 1. So I'm strictly between these two values. So I'm here. Let's look at this guy. Let's give him some eyes. He's gonna look like a boy. Okay, so in this case, the only value that satisfies this condition is A plus B is pi over 2. Okay, so this means that the value that I'm looking for is pi over 2. Okay, let's give him some glasses before we end this video. Okay, enjoy the video and thank you very much.